Hello, guys. Hello. How you doing on this cold, cold, if I can put it, cold Monday morning? And in some places, it's still extremely cold. Outside of, our industry, there's a taxi strike going. We hope our people are not inconvenienced. And we also still have the huge pandemic, all over us. So there's so much to focus on as a South African, but what's life without any hurdles? And we have to keep on going. And one of the things that as SA Shift we had to keep on going was making sure that you've got proper representation in the board, that because this organization has been with us for over 40 years. And one of the key things is making sure that you have the right representation to ensure that you're supported in the correct way in the industry. And as you know, SA Chefs Association, supports the best in the industry. And since you are the best, today you get to get a special meet and greet with the new board. So I'll be introducing them to you and then a few questions, just to find out, why are you here? That's what I'm here for. So I'll ask on your behalf and let's have a chat. And please don't be afraid to send through your questions, okay? Send through your questions. We want to find out what you want to know. This organization is for you, the people of Mzansi. So let me introduce one of the board members right here. First up, he's a friend of mine. I've seen him in so many shows, from us doing Jacaranda, Clash of the Kitchens, so Adrian was elected onto the SA Chefs board in 2019, was involved in SA Chefs Young Chefs Club and held the position of chairman since 2013 and is the World Chefs Young Ambassador for Middle East and Africa. He's also an active SA Chefs Level B judge and with international and national judging experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Adrian Vickers Brown. I'll give you I know online, you can't hear a round of applause, but I'll just make a sound effect. Hi, Adrian, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Fantastic. So, Adrian, you've been here before, right?
I've been here before, yes, I have.
So let me know, why did you pick your hand up again this time?
I think the answer is very simple. Everybody wants to do something. Some people more than others, but all in our own way. We do something for our industry, for our people, for people of the white chef jacket. And I believe that by putting my hand up, I can get that opportunity at a bigger front. And I believe anybody that should do it to impact the lives of all our members. But at the same time, we've all got dreams and plans of where we want SA Chefs to be, and we've all got people we listen to, and if we can give that back to the member and we can just do a fraction of what everybody wants, that's a job well done for us, I think.
Oh man, fantastic. Adrian, your passion is definitely infectious, and I'm sure more members would love to spend their time with you just to get that to rub off to them. Thank you so much. Our next member right here, he is, the SA Chefs Vice President since 2015 and was appointed a director in 2009. He has been an active member for the past 14 years and has also been featured on SABC Cooking Program, the DSTV Home Channel, features in leading magazines, and it has also been right here online on the SA Chefs Cooking with our chefs, doing an amazing pizza with pilchards. Kabelo, how you doing? Oh wait, you are on mute. Hi Kabelo, how are you?
I'm well, and you, Lebo?
Fantastic, man. So how have you been since we made a pizza with pilchards?
But man, from my side, we've been we've been keeping busy from the company side of things. But yeah, it's been phenomenal. We're excited to be back in these uncertain times. Obviously, I'm talking from an education point of view, so we are allowed now to start operating, even though it's not on full speed, on full capacity. And Lebo, just to also mention it out there, as a disclaimer, yes, I've been selected as a vice president since 2015. Now, with the new elections, I haven't received an official vote from the president or elections to say you will be my right-hand man, because he needs to kind of appoint me. So I just needed to put that one here, because he can nominate or elect any of the board members.
Hey, you said board members. I thought you were going to say even me, you know. Hey. All right. So, Kabza, you know what? I know your passion is just like Adrian's with regards to the industry and helping up and coming guys, you know, to build their name and brand within this industry. But why do it again, Kabza? You know, why do it again? Hi, Kabza, can you hear me? I think you're frozen. All right, I think his network has decided to lock him in a certain state. He shall come.
Lebza, I can hear you. I'm not sure of my connections. I'm
okay.
Outside.
All right. Now we can hear you. So maybe start again on that question. Why do you do it again?
Yeah, I was saying, first and foremost, I'm actually offsite doing, attending classes myself. So the connection is not the greatest where I am. So anyway, why am I doing it again, Lebo? I've got a lot to offer for both the young and the elderly, particularly not only in education, but in our membership based as chefs. You know, a lot of our youngsters, they see us as, how can I say, mentors, superheroes, people that they look up to. And I do feel that me being me, and as you know, and you've mentioned it, the passion that's within myself as an individual, I believe I can still contribute massively within the association, and just to ensure that it's still sustained for the upcoming future. We want to somehow leave some form of a legacy for the upcoming guys, you know, for particularly in our membership, because our whole aim is to retain memberships and obviously get more memberships and professionalize the association through our professional body status. So we need to use that to our advantage. We are professional chefs association, so we need to take that communication out there into industry. And I'm talking from a governmental point of view. I'm talking, you know, South Africa as a whole. You know, if you look like, for example, you have your doctors associations and all of those other associations, people or certain sectors, they get affiliated with those bodies. Why? For professional body statuses. So even us in years to come, we believe that everyone that wants to become a chef in this country needs to first start by saying, I'm going to register with the South African Chefs Association because they are a professional body. So I want to be affiliated with a professional body. And even though if I go and work at a Protea Hotel or a Marriott or a Tsogo Sun or Sun International, whatever the case may be, those industries must also recognize individuals that have the South African Chefs Association as a memberships profession. And that's something that we strongly continue constantly driving towards and working towards to achieve at the end of the year.
Fantastic. No, thank you very much. And as I said, your passion, very easy for us to see. Just to the viewers, thank you so much for joining us yet again. I can see some lovely people like Thomas. Hey, Thomas, Daniela, Yejna, how are you doing? I miss your energy, Yejna. You know, I can just see you running there in the kitchen. So please do send through your questions, guys. We were waiting to answer your questions as we meet more of the board members. The next one is a co-founder and current national program director of the FBI Chef Schools and has been an active member of the SA Chefs Association since '97, when he commenced his studies at the then Technikon Free State. He has strong industry connections through his time spent at the Active Chef and also through the current structures of their training schools. Apart from ample culinary experience, he also holds an MBA degree from the University of Free State and constantly strives to improve his knowledge and skills of culinary training and management. He's one of the logistics manager of Team SA who competed in Stuttgart, Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, a technical and digital applause for Chef Leslie Jacobs.
Morning, Lebo. Thank you so much for that nice introduction. It makes me sound a lot more clever than what I actually am.
You deserve it. Come on, come on. So, Les, look, you've been part of this industry for quite a while, you know, and you've always been affiliated with SA Chefs Association now for like over 20 years now, you know.
Yeah, 20.
So now, a chef like you, who's got all the badges, you know, has got all the connections, why is it so important, you know, to be affiliated with such an association?
Lebo, I've always said I believe that the strongest benefit of being a member of the SA Chefs Association is association. I think if you don't tap into the actual association and the membership and the camaraderie and the fellowship that the association actually offers, you're missing the point with SA Chefs. It is, yeah, that's what I think is the most important thing, is just to be actively involved. You can't claim that you know what's going on if you're not actively involved. And that's also one of the reasons I put up my hand, is I want to be more actively involved.
Mm-hmm. And then, so first of all, you know what, I think it is definitely something that goes around all of you guys with regards to your passion for SA Chef. But then what do you think is SA Chef's role in the industry with regards to new chefs and obviously the direction of where the industry is going?
I think at this stage, with obviously everything being a little bit uncertain, I think this is a nice home base to come back to see what's actually happening. You've got the knowledge of many of these chefs sitting on the board, many of the chefs working in the offices at SA Chefs that you can tap into. We saw questions coming through this morning about what am I to do with what's happening in industry. So I think the role of SA Chefs in terms of the national membership and community is just, it's totally, I don't want to say it's seen as underrated, but it's more important than what people actually think. It's so often that you get together with fellow chefs that you haven't seen for 2 or 3 years, and it's really about finding out who's where and what's happening and where can I go next. And I think that's something we can offer the youth as well, just by association. So people need to tap into it to make use of it.
Definitely. Thank you very much. And then our next member, you know what, was elected on the board since 2018, has been a SA Chef member for the past 11 years. She's very passionate about the industry, is a regional customer manager, and during her tenure on the board has started the Women in Culinary Initiative. And as you heard, she is one of the only ladies right here on the board. So let's meet her right now. Hi, Chef Pinky, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
Oh, no, I am definitely great. I can see Adrian giving you see the digital round of applause, you know. Online, you cannot hear what you deserve, you know. However, believe me, it's there, you know. So, Chef Pinky, you know what, you've been here also before, just like Chef Adrian, and you've done a lot of competitions. You've done so many things, you know, within the industry. How do you feel, first of all, if I just ask you with regards to the pandemic that's happening now, how do you feel the industry has taken a hit with regards to what's happening?
You got cuts there. How do I feel with the industry?
With regards to what's happening now with the pandemic, how do you feel that the industry has taken a hit within our industry?
Oh no, it has. Yeah, no, it has taken we are in a deep black hole, and how we're gonna go out? We just need to be innovative. We need to be positive. We need to support each other, and we need to look after our well-being, being at home, work, our mental wellness, to make sure that we survive, because right now it's survival of the fittest. And if you think you're going to do this by yourself, you might at the end of the pandemic not survive it. So you need to be on, in contact with other people, with groups, your communities, everyone, so that you are not left out, to see what's out there, to see where you can steal a market share, or to see how you can reinvent your business in becoming, a profitable, because right now people are not making profit, people are not making nothing. So you need to make sure that you are out there looking for information and you are up to date with everything. But hopefully, I am very, very optimistic that we'll get out of this better than what everybody's like thinking that we're not going to make it.
Do you feel as the board, you guys had to probably restructure your strategy to maybe to this upcoming year, because of what's currently happening?
No, definitely. The first thing that we need to do, we need to be digital savvy, because everything, COVID has showed us our weakness, communication. So we need to communicate digitally. We need to make sure that we can reach anyone, anywhere, at any time. And if we don't do that, we will be left out.
Thank you very much. Our next chef was elected as a board member since 2018. He's been a member of the SA Chefs for last 5 years. Has been an active member of the association. He was a SA Chefs chairman of the Western Cape region and Northwest, and is also an accredited chef de rôtisseur and SA Chefs judge. Now there, you're gonna help me with that. Let's give a round of applause to Peter Robertson. Peter, how you doing?
I'm well, Lebo, thank you. I am very well.
You're gonna have to help me with that, the accreditation you have there. How do you pronounce that? Is that French?
Yes, it's French. It's called the chef de rôtisseur.
Oh, thank
you.
You.
Very well.
Chef de rôtisseur. I think I'll say it to my wife later. She'll be like, wow. So, Peter, you know what? You've been here since 2018 with regards to, being a board member. You're back again. Peter, tell me, what is it that you're bringing again that you really want to leave on the industry? What mark is it that you're really coming to bring?
Okay, Lebo, you see, our term is normally a year, okay, and I don't think you can achieve. I couldn't achieve my goals in 1 year. That is why I nominated myself to be elected again to the board, because I think and with the board that we have such dynamic people, passionate people on the board, and collectively, I always believe there's strength in numbers, and I think collectively we all have the same vision. We all share the same spirit. And we all want to make a difference. I think that's important to me, is that, being with like-minded people to achieve an object, and we all have our objects, we all have our goals we want to achieve. And I think what's important to us is, I think the priority to us is definitely our members. And I think we all share the same, that we want to make our association, our professional body, as proud as it can be, and to be there for our members. I mean, we all started our careers where they all are now at the beginning of their careers, being students, etc. We all started at the bottom of the ladder, and I mean, we're not where we are. We weren't given the opportunities that's allowed us to develop and grow where we are. And I think for me, it's about sharing and giving those opportunities back to the youth, back to the future of our country, back to the future of our chefs. I mean, they are our future. The youth is our future. And I think, like I said, without opportunities, I wouldn't be where I am. And I think if I can make a difference, or we can make a difference in somebody's life and in somebody's career, then I think I've done my bit.
Thank you very much, Peter. One other thing I just want to find out from you, Peter, so the industry right now, obviously, some things are starting to open. What could a young chef really do right now, to really up themselves? I'm sure there's somebody watching there, a member, that's really disheartened. What could they do right now to really get themselves back to normal?
I think Pinky alluded to it earlier. I think it's about being positive. Obviously, not everyone's going to get the opportunities right now, because I think a lot of the industries are going to opening on a staged approach. We're not going to open everything all at once. So it'll be a phased approach, and I don't think we're going to use all the staff you used to use before when you were running at full operations. So I think it's just don't be despondent. I think, you know, if I can tell you, just be positive in your mind. You know, keep yourself healthy, keep yourself, you know, and the opportunity will come where you're called back to work and improve yourself. I always say, you know, attitude, you know, you can always teach somebody a skill. You can teach them a cooking skill, but you can't teach them to have the right attitude. And I'm saying it's imperative at this time, as it's critical that people have the right attitude to look after themselves, that they know the opportunity will come. It's taking longer than it should take. We're all sitting in the same predicament. We're all sitting in the same boat. We're waiting to open. We're all at the moment on reduced salaries. Some of us not getting any salary, some getting 20%, you know. So everybody's in the same boat. But I say it's being positive, keeping the right attitude, and the opportunities will come. And when the opportunity does come, it's about just having the right attitude, and you'll be noticed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Our next board member was elected on the SA Chefs Board since 2019. He was the committee chairman of SA Chefs KwaZulu-Natal region. He is the complex executive chef and food and beverage operations manager at the iconic Ushaka Marine World. His obvious passion and love for food is evident in his dedication and attention to detail in presenting his culinary delights. So Warren, before we get anywhere, do I get a discount for my family in December if I say I know the chef?
I'll give you a discount.
Thanks a lot. You see,
No problem.
Awesome. So Warren, you know what? You're on the board. You've been there since 2019. Now you've come up again. It's 2020. What is it you feel that you know you're going to bring this time around, and what do you feel the members could benefit from your involvement in the board?
Look, in all the meetings that we always have, for me, it's all about communication. It's about what we are going to do for the members this year and going forward. You know, SA Chefs is nothing without the members, and if you look at all the board members that's been elected this year, it's a young bunch besides myself and Chef Peter. So yeah, we're gonna make a big difference. We have to. So yeah, we'll take it from there.
All right, and then so looking at obviously the industry right now, you know, do you find that you have to change some of the stuff that you thought you were going to do?
Yeah, I've been working for the past month and a half. I've been coming in. I've opened a few outlets in the park. As you can see now, there's a lot of people on the promenade. So yeah, we had to make a lot of changes. I'm looking at opening one of our fine dinings next week, depending on what we need to do. And yeah, we've made a lot of changes. I always thought being a chef, you know, people need to eat, people need to, we always have a job. And suddenly this year, yeah, we ended up having COVID, and we need to reinvent the wheel now. So yeah.
I think one thing that's nice about chefs is that chefs are always very clean, you know? So it's never an issue basically to go ahead and say, oh, now you have to sanitize. You guys have been sanitizing or cleaning your hands, you know, every second, you know? 100%. So that's definitely something that bodes well for you guys, you know? It's just now for your customers, planning for them, having those see-through, yes, it's actually quite a big game changer in that regard. But thank you so much, Warren, for joining us. And then the next one that is joining us right here is a founder of Limpopo Chefs Academy. When visiting his home province of Limpopo, he was offered a position at Fusion Boutique Hotel as senior sous chef because before joining the Waterberg FET College as the chef lecturer to pilot a national youth chefs training program. He opened Limpopo Chefs Academy in 2014 in Mokopane, and in the beginning of 2017, he opened another campus in Polokwane. He was a part of the TWG, which is the technical working group to develop the new chef's trade test qualification, making him one of the first to get his formal chef trade qualification in 2019. He's passionate about culinary education and uplifting the skills of the youth in his home province, Limpopo. He was elected as the SA Chefs Limpopo chapter chairman in 2016, which grew later into a fully fledged committee. Thomas, how you doing?
Hi, Lebo, how are you?
Fantastic, man. How are you? So let me greet you in the language from your region. You know, Nda, Thomas. So how are you doing, Thomas, with regards to what's happening now in the industry? How has everything been with regards to where you currently are stationed?
It's going good, Lebo. Despite for what we are facing at the moment, I think we are all in this together, and we need to face the challenges and just come up with a best solution to to grow and assist each other where we can.
Most definitely. So, and now you've put up your hand to be part of the SA Chefs Directors. What are you hoping to accomplish?
Well, Lebo, firstly, I believe that I can make a change in adding my knowledge and skills to the board of SA Chefs. As you all know, I'm based in Limpopo, and I feel that there is a great need for support for our chefs and the industry as a whole.
And now bringing it all the way to Limpopo and growing the industry there, I think you've got actually quite a lot of room to grow in that industry. Has the pandemic made you change some of your strategies and plans for that region?
Yes, of course. I think Limpopo is a bit more difficult than any other region in South Africa based to our location. But yes, definitely we've adapted to become more sociable, via online platforms, starting teaching online, chatting to students via WhatsApp and Facebook and so forth. But yeah, definitely it's new for all of us.
Do you think the interest of the industry has grown in your region? Because it's obviously new, especially you can find this industry is quite big in your metropolitan areas. Everybody wants to be a chef now. But in your traditional areas, in the what you call, let's say, rural areas, how do you find the uptake in terms of new chefs?
Well, Lebo, yes. We had our first inaugural Info Chef Limpopo last year, and it took us a while to get the name for SA Chefs out in this area. And we were really surprised by the amount of people we got active. And, when we started off with our Limpopo chapter this side, we had like 4 or 5 people. So, but yes, the word SA Chefs means a lot to people out here. People want to get involved. They want to share their knowledge. They want to assist where they can. And I think that's our main focus for this side. It's like we're all in this together. So let's assist each other and help where we can.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Tommy. Really love the passion, guys, that I'm seeing from everyone here. You guys were selected for a reason. One chef I'm always working with, we're always sharing the stage together. I think you should just be my co-host. Is, you traded a career in commerce, for Chef White, a graduate of the International Hotel School and the executive chef at Protea Hotel by Marriott OR Tambo Airport. He was elected to the SA Chefs Board in 2019, heading up the youth portfolio and also assists with SA Chefs events. As I said, he needs to be just my co-host, A firm believer in grooming and mentoring young chefs for the betterment and longevity of the industry. Always, I think we even gave away a Hewlett's team prize this other day to one of these youths that came from Durban. Chef Koo, let's give him a round of applause.
Hi, Lebo.
How you doing, Chef Koo?
Good. I'm sorry that you can't see me. I'm just having problems with my camera.
Oh man! All right. You know what? People are going to be sad because I know that you are a fan favorite. You know, Chef Koo. You know, so Chef Koo, let me know. You're back again, right? You've been here last year. Now you're back. What do you feel your focus will be this time in this term?
Well, as you briefly mentioned, so obviously last year I took on the youth portfolio and started working on that. But I don't feel that my work's complete on that. So I want to continue with that. I think we made a lot of headway last year. We've made the youth obviously a lot more accessible now that we have a young chefs club in every region versus when we just had one Young Chefs Club committee previously. So it is doing very well. We still need to infiltrate into that membership because the youth members are the next chefs or are the chefs for tomorrow, and they are the membership of SA Chefs going further.
So now, Chef Koo, since you are really focused on the youth, what should they be doing right now, especially with what's going on in the industry and with the pandemic?
Well, it's not just the youth. I think everyone at the moment, it's just not to give up hope. There's a lot of negativity surrounding this pandemic. And I always say, rather look at the glass half full than half empty. As chefs, the one thing about chefs is that we persevere no matter what the situation is. And that's the attitude that we need to have at the moment and not give up. It is going to come back, but we just need to give it time.
And then, all right, thank you so much, Chef Koo. Now, this I'll just throw into any one of my panelists who can answer it. So, guys, with obviously seeing what's going on right now, what is the high-level strategy that you guys have, obviously going forward with regards to a representation for the members of SA Chefs?
You put the hand up.
Anyone can take this one.
Lebza?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you repeat that again?
So I just mean, what's your high-level plan as the board, going forward, obviously, now that you've started your new term?
Yeah, look, Lebo, for now, the board is fairly new. It's a new term, as you've also mentioned. We still need to obviously sit down and strategize and see what is the way forward. And again, the president obviously is not with us in this particular session, so I'm not going to speak on his behalf. But I would say something that we've been discussing that we need to discuss prior to having a board meeting. We haven't had our very first board meeting. Even the AGM hasn't kind of happened. So as a board, we still need to sit down and kind of strategize and say, this is where we want to go and carry on with our association. As Pinky was also mentioning, we need to invest a lot in technology, as technology is the new norm right now. Even our board meetings will most likely have to change. We will have to do them through these sort of sessions. One, to eliminate cost factor, because there isn't a lot of revenues coming in. We have to look at our patrons and say, what is it that we can do better for our patrons? What is it that we can do better for our members? So again, we just need to collaborate and talk more and have an open discussion, have open dialogue in terms of where we want to see the association going forward.
Thank you so much. So guys, the people here on Facebook want to know you guys even personally, just to know. So I've got a game here for you guys. I'm going to start with you, Peter. You just have to pick a number between 1 and 20, and you will get a surprise question that you would need to answer. Number 8.
Number 8.
All right, number 8, your question is, what is your least favorite mode of transport and why?
Walking.
Why?
Because I think with our industry, everything's about speed, especially where I work. I mean, I work in Sun City on the complex. I need to get to 4 different hotels at any one time of the day, all the complex center. And I think walking takes too long for me to get there. So it's my least mode of transport on complex. I think my best mode of transport, I think, is my golf cart to get you to places very quickly.
I hope you don't put the golf cart in the garden, you know, not just moving around your own house.
No, on your own complex.
All right. Can't wait to get a golf game with you. Mr. Overberg,
Anytime.
please, Mr. Overbeck, please organize a nice golf game between the board and myself, you know. I'll be there in a second. All right. Let's go to you, Leslie. A number between 1 to 20, but 8 is already gone.
12. Let's go for 12.
12. Okay. If you could paint a picture of any scenery you've seen before, what would you paint?
Sure, I'm a bad painter. Well, if there's one thing I wish a lot more people could have seen was maybe when we went to Stuttgart to the Olympics now in February. You walk into this room and there's just thousands and thousands of chefs and these tall hats and crisp white jackets. It looks like a Smurf convention, but just for chefs everywhere. I wish everyone could see that because it's just mind blowing. You literally stop breathing. It's just that impressive to see masses and masses of professional chefs together. It's amazing.
Wow, brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to go to you, Chef Pinky. Please pick a number from 1 to 20. You're on mute.
11.
11. Okay, your question is, if you could throw any kind of party, what would you like, what would it be like, and what would it be for? So if you could throw any kind of party, what would it be like, and what would you throw it for?
Well, I'm from the township, and I'm a queen of the dance floor. So obviously, open the circle, and everybody who feels like they have, you know, survived the COVID must get into the circle and dance. So that's the kind of party I would throw, the COVID survival party.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Survival
COVID
party.
survival party.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's go to you, Warren. Warren, can you pick a number?
Seven.
Number 7. All right. What is your favorite time of day and day of the week and month of the year? So you give us your favorite time of the day, your favorite day of the week, and also your favorite month of the year.
My favorite time will be from 9 to 12 at night on a Sunday night in December.
Why?
Because my birthday is in December, I party the whole month, and I can party from 9 onwards. So
And day of the week? What's your favorite day of the week?
it's going to be Sunday.
Ah, Sunday. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All right.
Okay.
Adrian, let's go to you.
Give me number 20.
Number 20. All right. If you could change your first name, what would you change it to?
Wow. Gee, that's like a Louis or like an old classic French name.
Oh, like a Luri. Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. All right. Let's go to you, Chef Cabello.
Number 6.
6. What is your favorite form of exercise?
Push-ups.
Push-ups. So how many do you do a day?
20 to 25. Not more.
No, that's not your favorite form of exercise. So when last did you do those 20 push-ups?
Sometime last week I tried to do them often, but I can't. It's difficult. It's not easy.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Chef Koo, please pick a number, 1 to 20.
15.
Number 15, if you could choose anyone, who would you pick as your mentor?
Sure. I think it changes all the time. But I think right now, looking at where we are, I would have to say Barack Obama.
Wow. Why?
Because I think when he was elected president, it didn't just give America hope. I think it gave the entire world hope. And to see how he's changed, and you can really see now how he's actually being missed. And I think it's if we had him in power right now, I think the world would have been able to cope with this pandemic a hell of a lot better.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Chef Koo. Well, chefs, thank you. There's no one that I missed, right? Awesome. All right. So I've got a question here. This one is a long question from Chef Sbongile. She says, a number of chefs who graduated through the SACA EDP programs are independent companies who did receive any income during the coronavirus pandemic lockdown period. Some of the companies, yes, we have applied for COVID-19 relief funding and have not received assistance. How is the board going to assist those companies led by chefs to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic effects? And then she puts her membership number and says, thanking you in advance for your attention. So I know, Chef Kabelo, you did say that you guys haven't even met for your first meeting with regards to this.
Lebo, what we have done as the office since lockdown kind of started, I know the office has sent a number of communications in terms of relief funds from CEDA to UIF to tourism. So there's a number of organizations that has kind of, well, we know government, what his government was saying. So we've communicated those communications to our database. But I think a lot of gray area within SMEs is compliance. So you find that a lot of small businesses, they don't get that funding that they have requested purely based on, with government, they are if you don't comply to certain regulations. So that will be obviously some form of a gray area when it comes to that. So I would like to urge particularly caterers, cooks, chefs, entrepreneurs, we need to ensure that we have our compliance documentations up to date, from a BEE to a tax certificate to all the statutory requirements with government. It needs to be there. And if there are no financial obligations, another big factor. So if people don't have proper accounting systems, or they don't disclose certain information that's been requested, there will definitely be that gray area. So us as the association, as the board, we will continue to look out for those opportunities, and we can simply assist by communicating further. It could also come from our patrons looking for people that they can probably assist them with. So that's how we could probably assist our SMEs or our local caterers, basically.
Thanks a lot, Chef Kabelo. So we've got some people on social media right now saying, like Spa Twala saying, I want to join. I'm glad to see that even just this small conversation here has garnered some interest for this amazing organization. We've also got someone all the way, guys, from Canada, Cornelia Volino, watching. And Refilio Michael also says, love, love, love you guys. And then we've got a question from Adam Jonk. Chef Adam from ICCA Dubai. He says, how will training go on after COVID? Anybody could jump onto this one.
Lebo, I don't want to jump in. I just want to add on what KB was answering about the relief fund.
Mm-hmm.
With the government, there's a lot of red tape, and the micro businesses do not have all this items that they're asking. So the qualifying criteria is quite a lot of things that they need. So they need a registered document from CIPC. They want the company must be owned 100% South African citizens, and the employees of that company must be 70% South Africans. So you must be registered and compliant with SARS and UIF. And you need to attach the documents with your application. So for you to be able to be, looked for to get this, you need to adhere to all those. You need to adhere to all the qualifying criteria before you do that. But you see, for us to help them, they need to give us the status of the application. They need to give us what is the answer that they got from there, because some of them you get disqualified because you have doctored your documents and your financials. But then we want to know whether did you get a letter of being disqualified, or if you are being disqualified, do you get a letter or not? So all those things, it's quite a lot, but for somebody to help you, you need to give them that information. And for them to know where and what, so they need to, I think I will post on our website again, the qualifying criteria for the small, medium, and enterprise debt relief, so that they can see what they missed. So you need to do the tick list for you to be able to get through.
Thank you very much, Chef Pinky. And then we've got Hello?
Yeah, if I can also just add to that, there also a lot of
yes, Peter.
There's also quite a lot of SMEs that have benefit from the COVID relief fund. I know quite a few small restaurants that have submitted all the documentation, and all their staff are getting a percentage of their earnings. So at least they are getting something. So in hindsight as well, there are certain organizers that are benefiting also with a lot of chefs that work for them. They are getting the benefit from the relief fund. So I don't know if this particular person, if the employee, like Pinky alluded to, hasn't submitted all the right documentation, but certainly the restaurants that have done it have a benefit from the fund.
Thank you very much, Peter. So we've got Chantel van der Speck, and she says, good day. My son has completed hospitality and catering certificate as his desire to become a chef. And this was the most affordable course to do, but he is struggling to get an internship. So decided to start with a waiter's position. Do you offer anything in Cape Town that can assist him or advise him which will best follow to become a chef? So I think that one still sticks with you there in Cape Town.
Lebo, I don't think there's anyone in Cape Town. Alistair has also excused himself.
Oh, but, okay.
Yeah. So in terms of internships, we've been doing been involved with the National Youth Chefs Training Program with the Department of Tourism. And obviously that's been a nationwide initiative project. So if we are blessed enough to get that project again with government, we will once again communicate it to our database, and hopefully the people or the young lady that's completed the Cape Town program in Cape Town might also probably be enrolled in one of those projects or any other governmental projects that we may be involved with in the near future. Times are definitely uncertain. We don't know where the future is going. Or majority of the training programs with government has kind of been frozen. So we will just have to keep an eye and ear out and see what happens in the near future.
I think another thing, thank you so much, Kavil. I think another thing would be to ask any of our members that are listening if they have any, info on internships that have come out or that are coming out in their regions to share on our page so that we can, help those that are in need and that really want to make it in this industry. And we do know as the SA Chefs Association that it is hard times, but as a team and together, we can get this done and get out of it. So guys, I want to go around the room now, just to get your final sentence, as short, curt as possible, you know, before we close it off. Let me go with you there, Tommy.
All right, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah,
like I said, this is definitely a difficult time for all of us, and I believe for all of us to come stronger out at the end is just to stand together, support each other, phone a friend, you know, just give your overall guidance and assistance wherever you can.
Thank you very much, Tommy. Adrian, your final thoughts?
Yeah, just my final thoughts is SA Chefs is a members-based organization. So without the members, we cannot function, and we're here to function for our members. So we need to engage with our members, but at the same time, I think our members need to engage with us, and not when something's got to the critical point and we're losing, we're not happy, we can't manage. I think as an organization, we should be there to prevent people getting to that point. So if anybody's got anything that they need to discuss, I don't know a single board member that's not on Facebook that you can't get hold of. So reach out, just like when I need help, I ask anybody. If I need advice, that's what we are. We're a members-based organization. Forget everything else. Without members, this won't happen. And we all on this call are members. Everybody is a member. So I think what we need to do is just get with each other. If we can't meet up, the social distancing, all of that, social media is a powerful tool. Just drop someone a message. If they can't help you, we forward it on to someone else. And just until we get to that answer, no one will ever stop.
Oh, thank you so much, Adrian. Leslie, your last thoughts?
Maybe I think people must use this time while it's quiet, because I mean, chefs hardly have any time off when things get really rough, but they must use this time to just look and see what's happening around them. Like Adrian was saying, social media is easy. Go on Instagram, go on Pinterest, see what what everyone else is doing. Times will change. They will change, and we need to be ready for when they start. And we need to be ready with new ideas and new suggestions and ways of running our restaurants and hotels and wherever you work. But it's a nice time to experiment with food. It's a nice time to play around and to really learn a new skill. That's me.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Leslie. Chef Koo, on your side?
Yeah, so just to reiterate, so the way I see SA Chefs, and for me, it's we chefs for chefs. And that's what it's all about. And like Chef Adrian said, it's a member-driven association. So the one thing that I like about SA Chefs is that it's a home for chefs. It doesn't matter about your background. It doesn't matter what qualification you've got. It doesn't matter which company you work for. It doesn't matter what type of chef you are. Because when we together as SA Chefs, we are just that. We are chefs. And we must use that opportunity to network, to speak to one another, to share ideas, because that's how we're going to grow. And even with this pandemic that we're all going through at the moment, the only way we're going to get out of this stronger is if we are together.
Thank you very much, Chef Koo. Chef Warren, what is your final thoughts, sir?
Look, it's been a difficult year thus far, and personally, I think we're gonna all get through this. We're gonna just have to get through this, So my thoughts is, the guys just hang in there. It's gonna soon be over, and everything will soon be back, or almost back to normal. Yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
Basically, like the new normal. I think we all have to really, it's either we adapt or we get left behind. That's what I think. Let's get your final thoughts, Chef Kabza.
Lebza, thank you again for taking your time off to assist us with this webinar, this Zoom session. I think opportunities don't happen. We have to create opportunities. And you know, COVID has taught a lot of people, you know, a lot of life lessons. And I want to urge our membership base that we need to create entrepreneurs. People need to start doing things for themselves and have an opportunity to create something new, become game changers. Let's not just keep on asking and asking, and I know times are quite tough, but we need to look at different opportunities and see how we can strike and make a balance and make a living. And once again, Lebza, we will come out stronger and better with this whole situations that we find ourselves in. It is certainly uncertain times, and I thank you again for this engagement.
No, thank you. Peter, from your side?
Yeah, from me, I mean, we all know when we go back, it's going to be business unusual, and it's going to be, you know, only the strongest are going to survive. And I think we all can be strong. And I encourage all our members, please, we're here, we're your board, we're here by you, use us, you know, to partaking all our webinars, you know, give us input, you know, and yeah, and I think collectively with the buy-in of everybody, I think we all come to this stronger, fitter, better, if I put it that way.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure, Chef Kabza, and to all of you to be here with you guys. You know, I believe that I am already a chef without, you know, cooking. I call myself the motivated chef because I cook the minds, you guys cook the food, you know? So it's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you to all of our guests, our special guests like Thomas. Thank you so much. Yejna, thank you guys. Hudson, thank you, Elsu, for joining us, and thank you to the guys on Facebook. It's been a pleasure, and I want to leave you with a quote from Doug Fireball, who says, "Every day, do something that will inch you closer to a better tomorrow." And you know what your better tomorrow is, so do what you need to do. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure from all of us and the new board members. Have yourself an amazing week ahead. From us, Salani Gahle.
Bye.